Today I want to talk about the top 2 mistakes new and seasoned entrepreneurs make in regards to their finances, and it starts right now. Hey, what's up? I'm Jesse, and over the past 10 years, I've been able to build an online empire that's generated over 100 million in sales. On this channel, I'll be bringing you the best tips and tools to build your online business. I do videos on dropshipping, Amazon, eBay, and the best ways to make passive income. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. It's exciting, right? You have this new idea about a product or service that you are just convinced will go viral, and people all over the world will be using it. Maybe you've even vetted this idea and proven the concept, right? Let me tell you, even if you're Elon Musk and you're creating a revolutionary technology, or you're Uber and you have a new app that will change the way society does a certain thing, you are dead before you start if you don't do these 2 things. Honestly, these are 2 rules that are so simple a teenager can implement them. Remember, business is not supposed to be hard or complicated. It seems like the more complicated, the more issues you're gonna have. So keep to the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Number 1, skin in the game. You know, I get so irritated at all of these Ivy League graduates and millennial startups that come out of the box with rounds of fundraising from venture capitalists or banks. Even before they have a sale, these kids usually have really good ideas, but instead of focusing on a plan to execute, they go straight to the VCs to get funds and scale as quickly as possible. So many of these companies fail miserably, and it's not because the idea was bad, it's because the execution was horrible. You know, I've been in business for over 10 years, and I haven't taken out one business loan or acquired any investors. Why? Because of this one thing I call skin in the game. If you don't have skin in the game, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Let's take the guy that gets up 3 hours before the sun rises, and he pours his blood, his sweat, and his tears into making his business successful because he has no other options. That guy is all in, and he has skin in the game. He is going to crush the other guy that went out to raise money and is living on a cush paycheck while he tries to grow his business. He outsources everything, and he spends money on risky ideas or impulse purchases because it was never his money in the first place. Since he has no psychological ties to this money, it doesn't even mean much to him if he loses it because he never earned it in the first place. He has no skin in the game. The point I'm trying to make here is don't take out a loan. And if you do, make it worthwhile on something like inventory to fulfill already pending orders or something. By being all in with your business, you're going to treat it like a newborn baby. You're going to nurture it, you're gonna spend all your time with it, and make sure you do everything in your power to make it succeed. If you take out a loan or if you raise money, your mindset is just different. In the back of your mind, you know you have this money, and you end up taking more risks because you have the capital to burn on your ideas or impulse buys. If you have skin in the game, using your own hard-earned money to grow your business, you are going to think long and hard about what and where your capital is going. Number 2, know your numbers. I told you it was going to be simple, but so many entrepreneurs get this wrong right from the start. You have no idea how easy it is to get caught up in the excitement of growing your business or designing the next product that you end up putting your finances on the back burner and have this, oh, I'll just get to that later mentality. If you don't know your numbers, you're destined to fail, or you have some huge surprises down the road. I cannot stress this enough. Know your numbers, from the cost of your morning coffee, to the labor cost, to outsourcing costs, to your customer acquisition cost. You have to know what you're spending your money on like the back of your hand. Your expenses will eat you alive if you don't have them in check. One of Sam Walton's core business principles was to know exactly what his expenses were and to keep them at a minimal. That's why when his company executives at Walmart went on trips, they all usually stayed in very low budget hotels and ended up staying like 3 or 4 people to a room. Sam hated spending money, and he is notorious for driving around in his old pickup truck, even when he was one of the richest men in America. Even today, Walmart's corporate offices are not much to behold in Arkansas staying true to his vision of not spending money on unnecessary things. So sit down and lay out a budget. First, start with your personal finances and then move on to your business. Because let me tell you something, if you can't master your personal finances, how in the world do you expect to manage a business that does hundreds of thousands, if not millions in cash flow running through it? My wife and I make a lot of money, and I'm not saying that braggingly, it's just a fact. So many people have this mentality that, oh, they make a lot of money, so they don't need to set a budget. Let me tell you something, I don't care if we make $30,000 a year or $30 million a year. We have a budget. This is ingrained in our minds, and we have to know what and where we're spending our money. It's not what you make, it's what you get to keep. Don't lie to yourself and think you got this, especially if you're struggling to pay your credit card debt or if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. This is a trap. It will eventually catch up to you. So set a budget, know where your expenses are going, and you might be surprised on what you may be able to cut back on. Again, you don't become a millionaire by what you earn, you become a millionaire by what you keep. Now, if you absolutely suck at numbers, think about getting some help with this. Either educate or discipline yourself to stay within your numbers and to be constantly checking them, or get some outside help that can keep you in check. A little spending here, a little spending there, and before you know it, your expenses are out of control. So set a budget, personally and with your business, that you can set yourself up for success. Now, if you found this video helpful, click the like button and leave a comment below sharing what experiences you've had with skin in the game and setting a budget. We are a family and we're a community of entrepreneurs, so we can all learn from each other. If you know someone who could benefit from this video, be sure to subscribe below and share it with a friend. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you on the next one.